So take five because I yawned. I want to talk to y'all because I want to make it to talk, but I can't find a good audio. So it is talk to y'all. We go to bed, and it is what it is. Anywho, so what I want to talk to y'all about is D&D, and I am currently building a sandbox, and I am not good at this stuff. One of the things that kind of irks me right now is the 2024 edition, at least the DM guide for the 2024 edition of Dungeons and Dragons. It's actually pretty freaking cool, at least from what everybody else has said. However, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are acting some type of way, sending out Pinkertons, which is still like one of the most mind blowing things to say of my existence. Of Pinkertons are a thing. However, they're sending out Pinkertons to jack with people. And I'm like, I can't support that, and I don't know what to do because all I want to do is play my silly little stupid tabletop game. So I'm thinking about going that way. What's really kind of holding me up on it is sunken cost fallacy. I've spent so much time in Dungeons and Dragons that jumping to something else feels worrisome. And even in all the research I've done on Pathfinder, what keeps popping up is that Pathfinder ends up in this kind of meta. Like your characters end up doing the same like 4 or 5 actions over and over again because it's the most efficient thing to do, and as humans, we go, what's the most efficient thing to do? These 3 actions. Cool, I'll do this for the rest of the entirety of the campaign. Now, I know that could be more of a poor take on how you DM a game and how you allow players to interact with the world that you created, but on the flip side of that, I'm not a good DM, so I'm afraid that that's exactly what's going to happen. But I am looking, I am checking, I'm squeamish. I'm squeamish. That's how I think.
And congratulations on the jump. Like, really, I noticed a lot of D&D people did jump over to Pathfinder once the Hasbro Wizards of the Coast thing kind of kicked off. The problem for me was, personally, though, was I was burnt out. I had started my adventure DMing, and then a bunch of life stuff happened. I started college, and I just never went back to D&D, and then all this stuff happened. And now that I'm kind of finally in a mental space to start back doing D&D, it's like, I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. And I know there's other systems out there. There's a couple of good mech systems out there that I really want to try that look really, really cool. But I'm like, I just don't have the time anymore as an adult with adult lives. So I appreciate it for reaching out and commenting. Hopefully you enjoy all the 6 other systems, and hopefully we can chat more about D&D and all kinds of TTRPGs. Till next time.
I'm wanting to really discuss and just talk about, and I've talked about it on my Discord, and I've talked about it with a couple of my friends, and I've talked about it a lot, but I just haven't talked about it with y'all. Is hex crawls. One of the things that I always liked about Dungeons and Dragons was the sense of adventure. You and your friends go rip roaring across the country, getting into all kinds of shenanigans, fighting off dragons, saving princesses and stuff. It's, to me, it's cool. It's fun. You get to be this hero you want to be. But anytime I ran D&D, I could never make that campaign. And then all these years later, all of a sudden, it comes across my desk. Hex crawl. The heck is this? It's the exact thing I was looking for. That literally you can create a semi sandbox or a full sandbox and run it exactly that way. So I think I'm going to be making a deeper video into how I'm going to be running a hex crawl. That's all I really got.
So it's last video I didn't feel like I explained what a hex crawl is. I just kind of told you, hey, hex crawl equals adventure. So what a hex crawl is a methodology of having the characters traverse an overworld map. All right, the overworld map is built out of hexes. That's why it's called a hex crawl. Each hex is about 6 miles across, which leads to some pretty good math with travel times and stuff like that. Of course, you can change that, tailor it, and tweak it to however you want. And we will be going over the 2 methodologies that I like and that I've seen on how to go over going through hexes and things. Let me know if you really got any questions about what a hex crawl is and what it's not. Because I know for me, the reason I never knew what it was because I always used to have characters just, in 3 weeks' time you travel to this location and we continue railroading through the story instead of actually having an adventure.
Anyways, totally. Reddit's always an awesome source. Actually, I found a weather table on Reddit that we'll be using as one of the tables to kind of build your world with. Once we get there, if we get there, because honestly, I'm flaky and there's no guarantee that we'll even make it to that far. But I'm gonna try.
enjoy talking with y'all, and I enjoy having that community that we can just be nerds together and geek out about nerdy stuff. So, yeah, I appreciate the heads up. And the side of these is I'm going to use people's comments for days that I just can't post. So as you can tell, me neither. This will be a first, and really I'm going to play test a lot of it, and authentically I don't even have time to really play with other people, so I might just create it, make a PDF, and just share it to the world and let y'all run it, and then y'all get back to me with the information, because I don't have time. It's not even, I don't have time. But anyways, thanks for the comment. I'll chat with you later.